we good?
Yeah.
All right, son. We're a go. Fellas, TheseVatos fans, other U.S. and Mexican citizens and other people of the world, greetings. Hi. Hola. Salud.
That was your introduction? How are we rolling right now?
We're rolling, dude. I was practicing.
Hola. Hello. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another episode of TheseVatos.
As I sip with my mask.
So yeah, Jorge is having a cup of coffee and a white mask.
Favorite color is white.
Yeah. Really?
Look at my car.
Is
Look at my shoes.
is that why
Look at
you
my soccer
have?
shoes.
Is that why you have a white car?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I didn't know this.
Yeah, it was hard for me to find this nice mask.
Okay. All right. So what are we talking about today?
Well, even though it's not February or Valentine's, I figure we talk a little bit about the pros and cons about relationships a bit.
Okay. What do you have in mind?
Well, I don't know.
What kind of spin do you want to make this thing?
Well, I don't know. I was reading online some articles, and I've been coming across some questions between partners and questions on the benefits or struggles. And so I thought it was interesting. One, because it seems more like a friendship conversation, because you can both give, from a friend to friend, you can probably give, see eye to eye or give similar feedback. But since you are married and with someone, relationship, I figured it'd be
Sorry,
interesting.
girl. Sorry, I'm already taken.
Yeah,
so.
Sorry, ladies. Mr. Angel is casado, taken, and locked down.
Yeah, I'm gone. I'm somebody's baby now.
So I figured we go on that train.
So you kind of want my input in regards to how I see relationships?
Maybe tell me a little bit before and after, because I'm still single. I'm still, I guess, looking. I'm not really looking, but it's one of those things where you eventually want to get married, but I've been so alone, like a bachelor, that I kind of enjoy it sometimes, but at the same other times it feels a little lonely, I guess.
So that's funny, because now that I, think about,
Estás casado, man. You are married. So what is that like? Tell me. I don't know.
That's a different topic, man. My personal life is different from what you're asking.
What?
Yeah, you're asking about, relationships.
Well,
and
yeah.
I could give you an advice about relationships, not about my personal life.
No. Right. Relationships, meaning you're married. Not talking about your personal way, but how does it feel to be married? That's, I guess, a better way to put it.
I mean,
we can go back and then we can go, walk me through the process. I can walk you through the bachelor process.
I mean, to me, the getting married was the next step.
It was a huge step?
And I see it I say it on that way. It was the next step. Did I want it to get married? That's a definitely no. Did I want it to be to move on into this next life? That's a no.
So wait. You're asking.
It's like you're young. You start studying because that's the thing that you have to do, right? Your parents kind of push you to study, right? And then you started with elementary school, middle, high school, and then in my case was college, right? And that's the next step to do. Why did I study? Because it was the next thing to do, rather than I want to study because I want to become an engineer or an architecture or something. To me, I did that because it was the next step, not because it was something that I wanted. Because at that point in my life, I didn't knew what I wanted to be. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And like going into college allowed me to keep playing sports, which at the time was my main focus back then. So now, fast forward to where I am today. I am married, and and it wasn't because I wanted to get married. There's a point in time that it makes sense to get married, right? You might get tired of being alone. You might get tired of those nightstands that you probably are aware of, and uh that's on the emotional side. But then there's a time that it makes sense, economically. Taxes. You get a lot of break of taxes. That's a double sword because yeah, you get a lot of taxes back, or you don't. You get a lot of money. You could use your money more, but then you have a big expense now, right? Mm-hmm. Which is the wife. Oh, right.
That's
I'm
probably
not,
a huge expense.
I'm not saying it in a bad way. I mean, I'm just saying now, that money is not all coming back to you. That money has to get split, right?
As I say, now you guys are splitting.
Right. That's the meaning that I'm trying to say. It's not that that the wife is taking it away. No, I just said now that 100% of whatever money is that you have now has to be split in both ways, right?
So that's something you probably wasn't looking forward to.
Right. To me, it was like it's the next step to do, and honestly, I look at okay, I'm already 30, right? And honestly, I felt young. Mm-hmm. I was still playing sports, having fun, traveling, enjoying life,
Solo life.
Mm-hmm. Enjoying life. I have a cousin that says, I don't want to lose my extravagant life.
Your
extravagant life.
Okay.
Right? So that's something that I felt that I lose because now, no, never mind, not getting married. Buying a house, I felt that I lost my extravagant life.
Okay.
Because now I have to pay a big, huge mortgage that it takes away most of my money, right? Anyway, again, for me, was the next step to do, and you just don't go and do this step with the first person you come in. I mean, you have to be, looking for that candidate that will have kind of similar values and goals and whatnot that could excels you in a way, right? And probably it's gonna be the same thing with kids. I honestly don't want kids right now because I think I'm young and I don't have the maturity to actually raise one. I can even take care of myself. Imagine me with a kid. I'm just gonna, I don't know. I don't trust myself, to do that. But again, that doesn't mean that I won't have kids.
Right.
That because again, that's the next step, and then I'm getting older, and there's a point in time, especially in women, that it's dangerous to get pregnant.
That's right. Yeah, I was gonna say probably more on the woman's biological clock there.
But yeah, to me, it was the next step.
Okay. So it seems like you went through a pattern, like a set of patterns that was more or less supplied to you, or walked through, or emphasized you to go. So school, after school, high school, whatever, college, finish your degree, work, and then get married, or then start. Because then that's what. Because a lot of people go different ways. They get knocked up when they're in college.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! Now we got a little junior here. We gotta, deal with.
Who knows? Maybe I have kids all over the place, man.
Maybe.
Knock on wood, dude.
Knock on wood.
But yeah, honestly, if I would have followed the recipe just as I had been taught, maybe I'd been married since maybe 25, 26. because that was kind of like the education that I got. My brother got married. I think he's 5 years. I think he got married at 25, right? And that's kind of the education that we got. But in my case, I was like, I got it. I started working. I started getting my own money. I was like, okay, now let's enjoy life, right? And to me, work is just a mean to do whatever I want, right? It enables me to do stuff. Uh, but going back to relationships, yeah, it was the next step, and there was a point in time that to me was like so the next step because I felt so good, so happy with my current situation that I didn't need it. Uh, someone in my life. I was enjoying life, as I said. My extravagant life. I was enjoying it. I was happy with it. But then it's like I kind of value or uh, check what I wanted in life, what were my goals, and I was I think over 30 that said, okay, I'm over 30 and I should be married by now or have a kid by now. But I was just enjoying life that I just missed those dates, if you want to put it that way. So I just started working on that and do that next step. But emotionally, was I ready to actually do that? I don't think so.
It's hard when it comes to emotions. It's hard because your emotions are everywhere, left, right, up, down. Where do you go? So you went off the pattern and said, okay, I need to accomplish this. You accomplished what you wanted, and then you got down and said, you know what? I feel kind of alone. I've accomplished my career. I got my cool job. I just bought a house. So ahora falta la, no, la esposa. Or was
N-
it? Or was
no,
it?
it was just like now it's. I mean, the next step is to get married. The question is, when do I get married, right?
Right.
Uh, I always said I'll just get married, around 30, right? And I was 30, and I was just so happy. I was enjoying being a bachelor, and then it's like, okay, I need to focus on getting married. First I need to get a girlfriend, right? So that whole process took me a while. In order to because you have to work on it, right? And I started dating and looking for that special someone, and it takes a while to
Oh
find
yeah.
someone that
Tired of dating
tu
myself.
media naranja.
It sucks. It's a lot to
So
process.
yeah, yeah. So again, I started working on that and make it happen, dude. And it took me like 4 or 5 years to actually find that someone because it's not easy.
I
I want to say that girls are picky, but I could say that I'm also picky. So
Oh, I'm picky. According to my family, I'm picky. According to my friends, I'm picky. The other one who doesn't think I'm picky
you, yeah,
is me. No, but I mean, for me, over the time, and yes, I've never been married. I've had relationships since I was young. High school. I mean, elementary school. What did I know? What was a relationship? I didn't know what it was. We just held hands. We kissed every now and then. Yeah, right. We're together. High
right.
school, college, friends. I've been through my fair share of relationships. I don't know. I could say, kind of like you were telling me. I start looking at things where I'm like, I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know why. It just some things just didn't sit well with me. Of course, there's relationships where I lasted longer. Relationships where 2 months, three, and I was like, okay. Um, but I think some of those things, I it's been it's been kind of transitioned into being more and more pickier. So the more I observe the woman and maybe I observe the flaws instead of the positive stuff, for me, I start to kind of just be more comfortable about myself because you know what? I look at a girl or I am with someone and I start like, I don't know what I don't like about this. Like, for instance, a woman that cusses, it's not a deal breaker. It's not like, as soon as you say a swear word, ya me voy, I'm out.
Why?
I could be.
Do you cuss?
Watch our YouTube. I've never cussed.
This is the second take on YouTube. So
watch or listen to our shows. You won't hear me cuss. I have not cussed once.
Okay.
I don't think I have. So, to me, it might be old-fashioned, pero una mujer, like a woman, is a beautiful being. It's supposed to be, But me, she's gorgeous. She's just beautiful individual, maybe an angel, innocent.
And this is another reason why Jorge is old. Because his machismo is coming out.
No way.
That's not machismo.
So
machismo.
Machismo is like, vieja, give me a drink.
No, that's not true. You're judging a girl based on a cuss. What's the difference between a guy cussing and a girl cussing? Nothing, man.
Well, for me, it's just I don't know when a woman can.
I get what you're saying, but you're discriminating girls because they cuss as if they aren't allowed to do it.
So. Things come out, like there's something when you're driving, something out of nowhere comes in front of your, in your line of sight, and you're like, oh shit, or something.
Right.
There's one. I just said one.
Okay.
And yeah, what are you gonna do with that? And that's fine. I mean, it's not gonna, Pero I'm talking about a woman's like, you greet her, you say hi, like, hey honey, I'm home. How's it going? Oh, what a effing day. This my boss got on my ass.
Okay.
Like,
what about?
But stuff like that, not you're not cussing all the time, but it's kind of in her language a little bit. Like so, she might cuss 3 times out of the day, 5. Pero diario, it's like.
Okay, so question. I know you're a coconut, and I don't know how. I don't know if it's in you to say the word "way" after a sentence. Because Mexicans do that. Like, ¿qué onda, güey?
Yeah.
So if a girl says "way," like is that weird to you?
Yeah, no,
dude. But why?
I don't know. No, to me, a woman is like "¿Qué onda, vato? ¿Qué onda, güey?" Like, to me, that is like, oh, all right, sup, bro.
How do you think girls talk to each other?
No, yeah, that's fine. So, okay, yes, that's fine if they are. But what I'm saying is, let that not be your part of your language. So, si está con las amigas, if they're with their friends, or they go on a shopping spree, no sé qué. Oh, what an awesome deal. Pero cuando dice, hey, what an effing awesome deal. Oh my gosh, this, y no sé qué. Hey, let's go get shit-faced. So if that's your language,
okay,
then I have a problem. But like me, I don't use it, but I'm using it right now. Someone cuts me off, I'm not going to be like, hey, F you, all this stuff. Like, I could say, what a punk, what a bastard. Porque para mí, when you go to a home, your guest, no es decir, ¿qué onda, güey? ¿Qué onda, primo?
Or it depends on who's the guest.
Well, just someone you don't know, but estás educado. You're educated. You won't say that in front of them. You're like, you have manners.
All right, so way, it's derogatory term to you.
It's okay. I mean, people use it, but it doesn't necessarily have to be me that does the same thing. If someone says "Yo no way" to me, it's like, "Hey, brother," or in español, "Yo veo, cómo estás?" That's it.
You would never say to your dad, "No manches, güey."
No.
Okay.
Why would I do that? See, you and your dad might have that cool vibe or that language. I will say before I used to say way shit, but I used to say that when I was younger. But for me, I didn't like it. It wasn't, and maybe I doubt
way is like saying
dude
or
right,
dude or
right.
Bro.
I don't really say dude either. Like, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm matured. I don't know, but I don't say dude or Eric when we have go out with him and say like, dude, look at a hot girl. Dude, did you see that play? I'm like, I say it differently.
Yeah, I get it.
I used to say that. Maybe I just got out of it. But to me, I like to respect everybody in my circle, whether it's friends or no. It just says a character about the person.
Uh-huh.
But when you put a woman, and I've had women I've been in a relationship where, yeah, she would cuss, not, not crazy, but she was a little on the tomboy side, you know, great,
Okay.
great physique, great physique. Yeah.
Your machismo is coming out really bad, man. Or you're either
don't think
machista or you're really old.
I don't think
Those are-
it's machismo though. To me,
But
machismo.
here's the thing: it's a generation thing.
Could
That
be.
it could be related to your age.
It could
'Cause
be.
I could say that it's. You're machista unconsciously, You're not the typical machista that it's gonna be like, vieja. hazme
But to me, that's a
comida.
machismo. Like, hey, you cook, I'm gonna go work. To me, that's
Right. It's like, do my,
or
do food or do the bed, do the house.
and they can have a healthy relationship, right? It's just the husband comes home and where's my food? Honey, it's coming. Okay, but that's the way. That's fine if that's the way they. To me, that's machismo. Is that man has to say the last word. The man is gonna provide. Don't talk to me that way. Yo soy el hombre de la casa.
Yeah, but that's the old.
That's the machismo.
That's the stereotypical.
So I don't know any. I don't know any modern machismo. Maybe I don't know. This is not a modern machismo.
It is because you're judging girls based on what they do. Like you're friends with me and I cuss at times, right? And you're fine.
Right.
But if I will, si fuera vieja, you might have an issue with it.
Right, but that's the same thing. Even if we are sitting at a table and let's just say one just cusses more, she may make me laugh. Like, wow, that's pretty funny what she said. I watch comedians, women comedians, they cuss up a storm. Pero I'm laughing, I'm having a good time. Pero when it comes to I wouldn't want that. That's not to say I'm gonna disrespect her. That's not to say stay away from me.
All right, let's move on because this is a whole discussion for another topic.
So I even forgot where I was going. I have to do some research because I don't know.
So we figured out that Jorge is really picky, as you could tell. So don't cuss, or you don't get nothing out of him. What else?
I don't know.
Something that my mom told me, based on her experience with one of his men friends. He has this friend that he never got married.
Okay.
Right? Until he was like 50 something and got married and kids and all this, right?
50?
Yeah, he got married like super old.
Oh.
And I don't know if he studied him, but analyze him, his life, he realized that the older you get, you start to get in a comfort zone in which you start getting to a comfort zone and you are less tolerant to stuff, right? So that translates into your relationship. So let's say you go into a relationship and then you find something that it's odd to you, right?
And then you're automatically...
Maybe the girl burps or whatever it's uncomfortable to you, right? Yeah. You will be more likely to step away.
Yeah.
Rather to keep trying with that one because you're a grown up and you're like, I don't have to deal with this stuff that I don't like. Mm-hmm. And you just move on. It's easier to move on because you're less tolerant, right? Yeah. And honestly, I felt that way before I was married. I was like, I don't have to deal with this, and I don't have to try with this girl because there are many, right? And the reality is that once you start jumping from girl to girl, I realized that I was being picky, selfish. I was being for just nonsense, right? For just silly stuff. I was just walking away. And it's something that my mom told me, and then I saw in myself when I was kind of like my mom, she never pushed me to get married, but she kind of like made comments. It's like, hey, you're getting old, right? You know, you're gonna appear like a grandpa at your wedding day and stuff like that, right?
You appear alone.
Yeah, you're gonna be viejito and stuff.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. I think that has grown my pickiness, if you will. I think it's got a little. I've grown into that. Um, and yeah, I mean, I go into a relationship. I'm older now. You see things are like, I don't know. I could say, now that I look back on those girls, like how they are doing with their new relationship, I sometimes, and this might be just me putting myself up there, like, see, this is why I don't want to stay with you. But I would look back and be like, I think I dodged that bullet. Yeah, I think I dodged that bullet pretty good. Like
Is this always true to all relationships?
So here's the other part of that. There's the flip coin to that is there's relationships I wanted to pursue. Was good looking, got a good head on the shoulders. I feel I'm comfortable around this person because she would be more at my level, but they are freaking hard to get a hold of. They are hard to get on it. Well, for me at the time, it was hard for me. It's like pulling teeth. I almost felt like a stalker every trying to text her, hey, you want to hang out? Hey, how's the day? Like nonchalant. And I don't think they could not be. I mean, they could also not have an interest in me.
Dude, funny story. My wife was like that.
Really, I don't know. The
ones that I gave up on her. Honestly, I gave up on her. I was like, screw you.
Well, the interesting thing in when I look back on it is, what if I actually did land on one of the girls that I wanted to, like, I was really banking on? Not just because she was good looking or hot, not because she could cook or look sad, but I looked at her. It was like a friends group, and it's like, oh,
Right.
There was some I did pursue, and I was able to be in a relationship, but the ones, I guess now more recent, and that I've been looking to get into, is I would just be like, wow, she is really nice. She is just a soft and innocent person and great. And I really like the opportunity to go out, but it was just hard. Again, I could definitely not be her type. También, we don't know, but yeah.
Maybe she wasn't interested because you were short.
Actually, she was shorter. She was 5'2". Super cute. Super cute. But I don't know.
I think 5'2" is there are legally
not a dwarf. They're not midgets.
But 5'2" is legally considered being.
I thought it was 4'8" or 4'9" or what's it?
Oh really? I think it's 5'2", but I might be wrong.
No, 5.
They're legally. I mean, they have additional rights or other things.
For what?
I don't want to say the word, but people that are like super short, they have all the rights, more rights than us. Is like
what, carpool?
No. I don't know.
Like in the front of the line of a
probably something
amusement
like that.
park or what?
I bet. What's considered a midget?
Let's Google this, fellas.
Little People of America. That's the
Isn't that a show?
I don't know. What is the definition of warpism?
Yeah, dwarfism.
410. Never mind.
See?
410. Yeah, 410 is...
Us short people know some stuff too,
Yeah.
No, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I gotta go back to the drawing board and fix my strategy, how I approach a girl. Maybe I gotta be more direct. Maybe I gotta, pursue her harder. I don't know, because I'm not the one to pursue. I'm not the one to chase girls down that much because I feel like a jerk and an asshole. There's another word. You see, when I hang out with you, I start cussing now. I don't know.
I don't know. Knowing you and knowing the relationship that you've been in, and the girls that you've been with, I want to say, and I'm completely disrespectfully judging. You gotta be more open to stuff that you don't tolerate.
Like
Like the
like
cussing.
her cussing?
Like the cussing. Oh, let's say that you find a girl that burps, right? And that it's super annoying to you. You just have to deal with it.
Oh, she burps. I'm out.
See,
I'm
dude.
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I mean, there are deal breakers that it's a deal breaker, and that's with those, yeah, okay, I'm fine with it. But there are minor things that I'm assuming you have a checkbox,
I
a
don't.
checklist of the girl of your dreams, right? And you're like, okay, Susana has like it checks all of this. It's like okay,
Oh, no,
right?
no.
But then maybe it doesn't have it doesn't check she properly speaks, she doesn't cuss, and it doesn't check that box, and you just walk away. So what I'm saying is, just try it on, man.
In my defense, yes, I don't have a checklist. I mean, I don't have a checklist. I kind of know what I want. As I get older, it's easier, and it's like, okay, maybe I was foolish here, but I've tried being in relationships where, okay, like the cussing part or something else that's like, I don't know, but I gave it a chance. I just kept going. So I put that out of my mind. Until when you get in a relationship, you kind of know the other person more. You start associating, you put your walls down so that you could see them for who they are, right?
You really put your walls down. That's what I'm saying. I don't think you put your walls down because you're comfortable at this point in time.
Yeah, well, what I'm saying is the things that I say or the checklist that doesn't make it doesn't mean that that's gonna. It's something that I'd be like, okay, there's no perfect woman out there. There's not a perfect woman.
My wife, for sure.
He said it.
She probably won't hear this.
Yeah, she's
but,
probably like laughing too. No, it's I've tried and get past that stuff, but it was other things where I was just like, yep. And some people have told me you probably should check this. I mean, you should probably wait around and she's a certain way. And I was like, nah, she's great. She's awesome. Once I can. But until like maybe 2 months in, it's like, oh shoot, yeah, you're right. You're kind of right. So sometimes I have to see it for myself. Sometimes I may have called the wrong shot and say I'm out, which I didn't give her a chance. But I usually do, and I get past that to the point where like, is this the woman I want to marry? Like, is this a woman I'm going to wake up every day to and just look at her and be like, yep, that's my wife?
Dude, at this point, you can be picky because you have more past than future. Unless you're planning to live in more than 82 years. You probably have more future, but I doubt that. So
I mean, the way I eat, the way I jog, the way I exercise, I might get to 92.
92?
Yeah. Hopefully without a walker.
All right, so then never mind. You have more future than past. Still.
I know, right? I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I thought it was an interesting topic. That way, you get my point of view, and then I get yours. I was gonna ask you something too. Oh yeah, what was one present or past relationships? What was one of your pet peeves about women? They're like, nope, I can't do it. That's it. Like smoking. When a girl smokes, nope, I'm out. What would be one of yours? Or a couple? Whatever. It could be back in the past or something that Diana would be like start doing, like, nope. You can't say nope, actually.
I'm just thinking about what the reasons I stopped dating my previous girlfriends. And in most of them, it was okay. One that I just stopped dating this girl just because.
Okay.
So we went out. I swung by her house to pick her up.
Okay.
And we were just going to have dinner or something, right?
Yeah.
And something happened. I don't remember what happened, she just said stop the car, and I'm like, what? Stop the car. And I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever. Stop the car, and she walked out of it.
Wow.
And I'm like, what?
See, just trying to fly out. You stopped the car and she got out.
And she just got out and started walking.
Oh.
And you're talking about this is TJ, which is one of the. I mean, it's not a very secure city, right? And the place that we were passing by, it wasn't the best, right? So she's all sexy on high heels, and these, the street was all full of potholes and stuff, and maybe dirt. So it was kind of hard to walk, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there wasn't even a sidewalk. Anyway, she just started walking.
Okay.
And then I just follow her, right? I finally got, made her come back, took her back to her place, and that was it, right? But on my way back, I'm like, why am I dealing with this kind of stuff, right? Why am I supporting this, right? And this girl was from Mexico City, and people from Mexico City have this special way of being,
okay,
right? I just don't know how to tell you, but they have this weird vibe, right? Well, it's not a weird vibe. It's just different than the people that are from the north, right? And then that happened, and then again, this one other time, and she misunderstood something that I said, and she got super annoyed and angry. And she's like, "Stop the car!" And I was like, "If I stop the car, you walk away. You're gonna walk away."
Wait, this happened to another girl? Same thing?
The same girl. Same girl.
Oh,
same girl. Different time.
Oh, I thought she when she got out, she left by. Yeah, not gonna see you again.
So she got out.
Right.
And I just followed her.
Oh, okay.
On the car until she got on.
Okay.
And then took her to her place.
Okay.
Right.
So she did it again.
She did it again, but I warned her, if you walk out, you're just gonna walk out. All right. And she was like, nah. Maybe she felt secure. She walked out, and I just turned the corner and left. And I've never talked to her again. We're friends and whatnot, but I was like, that's just so immature. And she was like maybe 4 years younger than me at the time. So I was like, you know what? I'm
not going to deal with this.
Yeah, exactly.
But this was because she misunderstood you? That's why she got mad?
I don't know, but whatever. The way she
dealt with it.
Yeah, the way she dealt with it was like...
No, it's not kind of like...
Yeah.
So I would have done the same thing.
Yeah, I was like...
I don't deal with that.
Because I think of me, I'm a gentleman when it comes to girls, right? I don't disrespect them. But I don't need to be dealing with that type of situation, right? So it's like, yeah.
Me neither, man. I'm going to be a machismo. Say no.
Actually, the funny thing with that girl... I started dating this girl back then because she crashed me. We crashed.
Really?
Yeah. We got into a car accident and then we started dating.
It's always a good way to start a relationship, I guess.
I know. I think we're over our time limit, and I think the camera has just sufficient
juice left.
Yeah, so any last comments?
If you guys have comments, thoughts, feedback, or anything about my pickiness, please forward them to Angel.
Oh, yes. I could tease Jorge all day long. Yeah. No. Not that I don't need help, but it's appreciated. Maybe we could do part 2 of this.
Yeah, let's talk about I was gonna ask you a couple more things marriage therapy.
Yeah, just save it for the next episode, and we could just thought about that. Yeah.
Cool. All right, fellas. Well, what is the email us at TheseVatos@gmail.com. Did people were gonna see the video or no?
I'm assuming we're filming right now, so I'm gonna be uploading this into YouTube for those ones that want to put a face to our voices.
You should give me your YouTube.
We could put it on the description.
Yeah,
down
so people
below.
can follow your.
Yeah, for sure. Of course, Podbean or your main source of this podcast is going to be the primary, and then YouTube will be, pretty much how we record these sessions.
Yeah. All right. Anything else?
No, I think we're good. Have a great day, guys.
All right. See you. I was thinking we should bring Megan.
Adios.